So right here, I'm gonna do a quick walkthrough of the update if I have of this Lego room. You can see that it's a mess. I do have some things I need to work on and fix, but right now I'm clearing things up, clearing the table, reorganizing my organizational skills here, just trying to move things around. Here I have my Marvel Legends as well as my Black Series figures and a few Star Wars sets on display, and then I have all my backlog and some shelves, and on the very top of the shelves, and then as you can see that I have all this stuff cluttered around of other sets I need to build. I just haven't had the time to build it or rebuild it, or at least take some things apart. You can see basically I have different random sets here, different pieces of Legos that I do need to organize and put away. And then I have a few Marvel Legends like this Namor that I end up getting from clearance at Target, and this is from my review of the Batman figures. So yeah, all this just, man, it's such a lot of random stuff that I have, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix everything I need to fix. So here I'm just gonna be wiping down this table because I have an idea of how I kind of want to organize this space. So I do have this Lego organization drawer thing that I got a few years back, so basically I'm gonna try to utilize that a little bit more on top of other storage containers that I bought at the dollar store. So I like to organize like a lot of the same things in the same area. So I'm going to put all my minifigures in poly bags. Anything that's sealed basically inside the big container. I'm trying to organize all my sets and keep them all in the same box. Like those little shoe storage bin things that I've gotten for Walmart. You get like a pack of 10 for like, I think like $10-11. And I try keeping at least individual sets in there, just random pieces to organize. And right here, this is basically where I do my review stuff, like anything. I got my lights set up. Not really the best ideal setup for how I do things, but is what works for me, at least right now. And I do have this monitor that I end up connecting my DSLR or my GoPro to it, just so I could have a better view of how I'm doing things. And I have a second monitor in the back. So the idea is to have one monitor for the DSLR camera and then another monitor for my GoPro. So this is the update process of me trying to put all this stuff away. You know, it is a hassle trying to organize stuff, especially when you don't have enough storage bins or just undecisive of how you want to organize it, which is the biggest problem that I have, that I'm not really sure exactly how I want to organize things or where I want to put it, or just basically going about it just kind of annoying sometimes, especially with all these little pieces and trying to keep them all in the same area. And just, it does get frustrating at times trying to figure out a solution as far as organization, but you know, at least I'm trying to see what works for me in the amount of space that I have. So slowly I'm just clearing up this table. I'm not sure if I'm going to show it in this video, if I'm going to be able to finish everything that I want to finish, but so I'm trying to wipe down some of my bookshelves because they are kind of dusty, because you know they are in the basement. And I'm trying to organize some of my Speed Champion sets, trying to put them all in the same area for the most part. I don't really have too many, but I like to keep everything of the same genre in the same kind of shelves. So my Star Wars sets, I don't really have too many of them built, but I have a few that I like to store in there, as well as my minifigures. I have them on base plates. 4 Speed Champions, the Mystery Machine, and a semi-truck. Those are really the only vehicles I have, except I need to build Dom's Charger, and I think I have one more Technic build. But yeah, this is actually like the only Speed Champions that I have displayed for right now. And then I do have some of my Marvel Legends at the bottom from the movies. So then on top I have a few sets, and this is just, I know it's kind of cluttered right here, the way that all the sets are. You know, I use, some of these shelves are Billy bookcases from IKEA, and then some of them are from Target. And then I have this is like a Batman shelf, kinda, really. I mean, it's really not that great. Nothing here is really organized the way I would like it to. It's more so like I have it built, so I just had to find a home temporarily to at least organize this area a little bit better. So this is just a Batman shelf, basically just Batman stuff. I'm gonna end up clearing all that out and just redoing that. definitely want to redo each shelf just because I've had all these sets in the same spot for quite some time. So I definitely want to redo everything and kind of change up the sets that I have, at least rotating for now, or maybe sell the ones that I don't like, which there's really not too many that I don't like. I really like these because most of them do hold some kind of sentimental value. But for the most part, I should probably just start selling the sets that I just don't display at all, or at least have multiple of, because I do have multiple sets that are already open. They're just in bags and stuff like that. So I do need a plan to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. Now, I really don't care too much about these Batman Lego sets all too much. I kind of prefer displaying my McFarlane Batman figure series on this shelf because I usually do keep them in box, but I'm really thinking about taking all the DC Multiverse figures out and just probably throwing away the box. I'm not really sure. I don't really care too much about the boxes for the DC Multiverse figures. I mostly care about the boxes for the Black Series because it displays so well as some of the Marvel Legend figures, but the DC ones, they're really not all that great and I don't really care for them all that much. I got some of my Funko Pops here. This is just a random Black Series Some of them, I don't have the whole wave of each series. I think the one that I have the most is probably like the Bad Batch and the Mandalorian ones. So that's the only ones I have, like, maybe not a complete set but close to it. I don't really buy every single figure that comes out, just mostly the ones that I do like, and I really don't like paying resale, so I tend not to pay resale. If I can't get it in store, then it's going to be a miss. Unless it's a figure I have to have, I may purchase it like third party, like eBay, Mercari, but I really tend not to do that. I don't think I haven't done it in the past year where I've needed to buy something from a third party. And this is some of my so all my DC Multiverse goes in this shelf, which I don't have that many. I do have some in some of these storage totes, but for the most part, majority of them are right there. And you can see I got Ben Affleck's Batman right there from the Justice League movie. Yeah, and I have Batman from the animated series, which I'm glad I have that, because I don't even think you can find that in store anymore. I got The Batman, which is Robert Pattinson's Batman. I got a few, I mostly, when it comes to the DC Multiverse, I mostly only collect Batman, just because I'm not really too much of a fan of Superman or any of the other Justice League characters. Now that this is all cleaned up, as you could tell, it's a little bit shinier. These are all my minifigures. This is basically how I'm going to keep it for now. I don't know how I plan on reorganizing this, besides maybe building some of the sets and, you know, displaying them that way. But yeah, this is just my first update of my collection room slash kind of more so Lego room. But yeah, if you guys want to see my part 2 to this update, which is, I should do it sometime soon. And yeah, if you guys like this kind of style of video, let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.